some of the most successful people really know how to show up as a great team member. And one of the things that I find super funny is the way that we teach this inside of our Beyond Common Success Essentials training. So I want to share this with you. So inside the Beyond Common Success Essentials training, you always want to go back to the fact that we crave connection. It's literally part of our human DNA. So when we're thinking about growing a successful, profitable business, it always has to be a triple win. So we always have to have the client wins, the team member wins, and the business wins. Anytime this is off kilter, like think of it like a table. It's gonna, all your stuff's gonna fall off. So whenever someone on the team is gonna come to you and say, well, I only want this, I will say, does the client win? Does the business win? And you win? A lot of times they're coming at it from one side. I, as a business owner, can never set it up where only I win. I won't have any clients and I'll have no one on my team. Right? So I always have to come at it from a triple win. But I always feel like this visual is super, super helpful. So I hope that you find this helpful. The other thing is that once you have that triple win, you want to think about it like this. You don't want people on your team that are what we call the still people. So stay away at all costs. Stay away from still people. People that are still broke, still complaining, and still blaming the world for all of their issues. If they've evolved to taking action on problem solving, then they don't have time to complain. So just stay away from still people, because that is never who you want on your team. And if you're a person that's still complaining about they're broke, they're just complaining about life, blaming others for their issues, my friend, you're in the right place, because you're part of the Beyond Common Success Essentials training, but you got to do the work. You got to start catching yourself. Have accountability people around you that'll catch you. Like, charge yourself $5 every time you complain. I promise you'll stop doing it. So the thing is that we want to take 100% responsibility for your life. So we all have situations, right? Situations come up, and most of the time the situations are out of our control. But the behavior, like how we behave, will then equal our result. So situation. COVID's an interesting one. So COVID, we all are part of the same situation. It's out of our hands. No one's fault, right? But how did we behave around it? Did we decide to stay home and just eat potato chips and gain 50 pounds? Did we decide to, now I have time to relax. I'm going to implement meditation. I'm going to start reading. I'm going to, do what I've always wanted to do. Or did I decide to watch every single series of Netflix? Yeah, not kidding. I did that for a minute. But was it adding value to my life? No, I reflected on it and said, okay, I'm going to start putting a different behavior with this, because I didn't like the result of what I was getting. So every situation, even though they're bad sometimes, like somebody could die, but how we behave, what actions we put behind it, that's going to equal the result. So every situation is always going to trigger a behavior. Our behavior is what creates the results of our current reality. Not kidding. Repeat that one again. Every situation that we ever are thrown, it's thrown our way. Every situation triggers a behavior, and our behavior is what creates the results of our current reality. So if you want to change your current reality, we can't change the situation because stuff's out of our control, but we can change our behavior. Once we change our behavior, whoa, watch out, world, because life can be exactly what you want it to be. And so I have this little graph just to show you really quick. So situation, no matter what, when we're not responsible and think the world's happening to us and everything's awful, we're complaining, life is complicated, right? It's hard. So I say, take 100% responsibility for your life, your actions, your behavior, right? Now that's scary for some people. So just make improvements. Maybe take 5% more responsibility for your behavior. So this situation happens. How do you behave about it? And you will slowly be on your way to becoming 100% responsible, but it doesn't have to be all or nothing. So take these little increment improvements and really start to see how your life improves and you start getting more of the results you really want. I hope you found this helpful. Please join us on Beyond Common, on Beyond Common Business Secrets. We have both a Facebook group and the weekly podcast. I'm so grateful that you're here. Take care, and I hope you have the most joyful, happiest, heart-centered time growing your amazing Beyond Common business. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.